yeah, today's class day. We got breakfast. We're a little late. Announcements have been canceled for the morning, so it's gonna be a slow start just to get to class. We're gonna go eat some munchies. It's gonna be very delicious. So we're excited about the breakfast bar.
So last night was really interesting.
Yeah, it was open house for the houses, club night.
Well, I guess first we went to dinner.
Yeah.
Which was fine. Food's really good here. And they introduced all the professors. People already had detention that they had to serve. And then after dinner, it was like free to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we checked out some clubs. The first one we went to was called the Fellowship of the Hydra, which is basically
Philanthropist group that advocates for like equality across like sexual identity and social standards.
Or at least that's what they're supposed to.
Or at least they're supposed to.
So the problem was that there was no president there for unknown reasons, and so some of the old members were running the club, but for some reason they didn't have any direction. So they didn't know what they wanted to accomplish, and then all the new people got to kind of come in and have their ideas for what they wanted to do for the club for this year. So there were people who wanted to help the mundanes with their everyday lives, either if that's health or like famine and I don't know, having shelter. And then you have
climate change. You got lycanthropy and the situation with potions that help them stay
lycanthropy
humans.
being werewolves.
Yeah.
And there were cryptids, which are basically semi-sentient animals.
Yeah, I mean, nothing was achieved at the club because a chupacabra appeared in the courtyard, and we had to go check that out. So we checked that out, and
then we decided not to go back into the club.
we decided not to check out the club anymore.
But that was fine because it was 15 minutes till 9, and that meant the second round of clubs started.
And for those, I went to Sapiens Advocates just to check them out, which is another group that advocates for the rights of cryptids. So the Chupacabra was all the rage at this club. And now I am part of this cause to give Chupacabras a voice and help them become part of society.
How does Ariadne feel about that, since she's going down the path of a marshal and chupacabras are used as guards in the prison here?
She as a character feels like there should be a better system for guards. I mean, as a maid, she's very much interested in the equality for everybody, so she's a little, troubled about the situation. But I think that her priority as a marshal is to find a way to fix problems and to basically find the loophole in the Chupacabra guard situation.
Meanwhile, I was doing something I got invited to, which is called the Explorers of the Eternal, and we had to meet in one location that we had been told through a coded message, so I decoded it before we got here. And I actually went with somebody that we kind of were becoming friends with during dinner, and we figured out the next clue, and we went to the artificery classroom, which is where we thought we were supposed to go, but we couldn't find any new clues.
After that, there was a tornado warning, 15-mile winds and lots of rain.
Power went out.
Yep, we lost power. It restored at 5 a.m. today. So it's been a long night to say the least. I mean, Larp goes on. Then we had a Wendigo during the tension in the woods, which we think is at fault for the weather situation last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we found out, well, at least I didn't find out about this until 10 something, when we decided to brave the outdoors. The winds had died down. It was still just a little bit of rainy. And I came...
And the warning was off.
And the warning was off.
She didn't leave the room on the warning.
So a couple of us from the Explorers group decided to go trek to the common rooms.
And mind you, these are all across campus. So I was across campus all wet in these like common house parties.
But yeah, there were parties going on.
Yeah, that was
So that was good. So yeah, so then there was like a Wendigo going on. You guys, when I got there, were doing some sort of ritual at the front door.
Well, we were putting warrants on the house because we had a student that had been bitten by the Wendigo, and we were scared that it was gonna lure in a trickster god. So we had to protect the house.
Oh, by the way, Wendigos are these really creepy looking creatures. They're kind of like giant men who eat the flesh of humans, or at least try to in this case. And they're really creepy and gaunt looking, and they roam in the forest.
Yeah, now we know they live in the forbidden forest, which is forbidden. So, you know, of course, the only reason we would send kids in there is for the professor. Holy shit, it's like the plot of Harry Potter one.
But also, during dinner, we found out that, well, there were strong hints and rumors that Jack Slager's Gorecaster followers, who are basically these really evil, nasty guys. Jack Slager is in a Vernus prison for the rest of his life, and they created these wands called Slager rods using bits of human, I think. And so the rumor is that there is at least one Slager rod on campus and possibly a Gorecaster, but the chancellor principal guy was basically, don't worry about it, it's just a rumor, just keep it from your minds, but you know, bringing it up is kind of creepy.
And we have initiation tonight for houses, so
Fingers crossed we get into the ones we want. Oh, she was palling it around with her sister.
yeah, and she's
Ariadne
a third year.
was.
She's a third year in the house I want to get in, so I'm switching off to my sister so I can get in the house I want, because they recruit you, so you don't get a say, and there ain't no hand telling us what to do around here. So shout out to Lavina. Hey, what's up? Here's your nerdy sister. Harry Potter World's still way better than this. Just saying. Goodbye.